Hi guys, welcome to the tutorial. In this tutorial, we are going to see about DynamoDB. For this video, I'm going to use my blog, theprogrammerguide.com. So I have published a content for uh, reading a data from DynamoDB using the Spring Boot application. So I will explain in this video. Okay, let me summarize what we are going to see in this video. First, we are going to see about the introduction about the DynamoDB, and we can see how to create a table and how can we insert values in DynamoDB, and we will see the steps to connect with DynamoDB from Spring Boot application, and we will see the possible exceptions or errors when you're running this application, and finally we are going to conclude whatever we have learned. Okay. First, we will see about the DynamoDB introduction. DynamoDB is a NoSQL database, that means non-relational database with key value pairs. So, AWS has one of the service called a DynamoDB service, and using that service, you can create a table, and that table will be exposed as a web service. And we can connect with the DynamoDB programmatically. So if you want to connect with the DynamoDB via your program, and you need to have access ID and the secret key. Now, first step, as part of the first step, we will see how can we create the access key, access ID and secret key. Open your AWS account and click on the account tab. So you will come to this screen. In this screen, you will see the option called My Security Credential. Click on this option. Then you will end up with this screen. So in this screen, you will have an option to create a new access key. Click on this as new create new access key button. You will get the access key and the security ID. Using this, you can use this in your program and you can connect with the DynamoDB. Okay, now we will see how can we create a table in the DynamoDB and how can we insert values in DynamoDB. To create a table in DynamoDB, select DynamoDB services in your AWS account and click on create table. You will get this screen, and this is the screen to create your table. So you have a table name. Here I have given the table name as products, and you have the other text box called partition key. So this partition key is like a primary key in a normal relational database, but it is little different from the primary key. After creating the table, you have to insert the values. So as I said, DynamoDB is a NoSQL database. Here you don't have rows and columns. You will have keys and values. So and the keys and values are called as items. So for the table, you have to create an item. So you have to click on the create item and you will get this screen. And this screen you have to append, click on the append to insert the new key or value. So finally I created the table called product and I inserted the values. And here I have a partition key as a PID, and also I have two other key values, name and price. So now we know how to create a table, how to create table items, and how to get the access key and how to get the access ID and the key for from the AWS account. Now we are coming to the important section of our video. Here we are going to create a Spring Boot application to consume the DynamoDB table. So create that Spring Boot project. You have to click on the create Spring Boot project in your Eclipse and you will get this screen. And in this screen you have to give your details like artifact, version, description, etc, etc. After filling this, you have to select the dependencies. So I'm going to create a web application, and using that web application I'm going to read the data from the DynamoDB and I'm going to expose this as a web service. So I have to choose Spring Web dependency. Okay, now we have created a Simboot project. Next step is you have to add the dependencies for the AWS DynamoDB. So these two are the AWS DynamoDB dependencies. You have to add this in your pom.xml. Then the step number 3 is creating a DynamoDB mapper and the DynamoDB client. So this mapper object will have the methods to read the data from the DynamoDB. Also read, write, update, all the operations are available in this DynamoDB mapper. To get the new instance of the DynamoDB, we need to pass the client object and the DynamoDB config.default. And for creating the client, you need this access ID and key. So this is the configuration class. You have to use this class for creating the new instance of the DynamoDB mapper. Next we will see how to create the controller. So as I told you, this DynamoDB, all the tables will be exposed as a service, and we are going to read the data from the table, and we are going to expose this endpoint as a web service. So for that, first we have to create the controller. So this is a normal REST controller, and we have the request mapping. So in the request mapping, so I'm going to pass the PID. For the particular PID, I have to retrieve the values from the table. And you have to handle these exceptions. The step number 4 is you have to create the service interface and its implementation class, because in the controller you are going to call the service interface. So service interface is simple, product service. So it is annotated with add service. And that implementation class is going to call the product DAO. That product DAO we have to create it later. So now we are going to create the DAO interface and its implementation. So we have to annotate with at repository, and it has one method. Just we are going to read the data. So this is read product. This method we are defining for reading the data from the DynamoDB. So here in the implementation class, you have to call the DynamoDB mapper object, and this DynamoDB mapper object has the method called load, which is used to read the data from the DynamoDB. For that, you have to pass a product Pojo class. So if you copy this code and if you run this code in your local, you will get the output. And so to test this web service, you have to use the Postman. And here, using the Postman, I'm going to call this URL. This URL, I'm calling this localhost because I'm running this code in my localhost, and 8080 is a port number I'm using, and the product is the endpoint, and 1 is the PID I'm going to pass. PID for the PID 1, I have to retrieve the data for the PID. So here I have a name and price. So now we have seen how to read data using the Spring Boot application. So when you are running this program, you may get exceptions or errors. So now we are going to see what are the possible exceptions you may get. Exception number one, AWS DynamoDB requested resource not found. This means uh, the particular resource what you are requesting is not found. So for that, you may have to verify the AWS region, which is updated properly in the DynamoDB configuration class. And also you have to check the DynamoDB table name, because the table name is sensitive, case sensitive, and check about the AWS credential, because you have to mention the correct credentials of your account. The other possible exception is parameter O of constructor is in record a bean of type java.lang.string that could not be found. So for this, you have to check all the annotations like at component, at repository, and at service. And also you may get null pointer exception. So for that, you have to check the dependency injection is done properly or not. So let me conclude what and all we have seen. So we have seen how to create a DynamoDB table, how to insert item in a DynamoDB, and how to read the table and how to read the table data using Spring Boot application. So in this example we have seen only how to read the data, and this DynamoDB class has also delete, save, and other many methods to save the data, edit the data, or even to create a table. So you can explore all those methods. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.